something back here. Yeah, they usually just fall out, you know, but that's a good one. I really am a grandmother who has more children past that. So I'm technically a great-grandma. So yeah, I'm proud. It's amazing my children lived. I have to say that, but I'm not going to talk about them tonight. I talked about them last month, and if you missed it, too bad. I want to tell you about the benefits of getting older, because I'm celebrating my birthday. Thank you. It's not today, it's later on in the month, but I'm old, and sometimes we forget things, so I find it's better to do it early, and that way you don't forget. But this year is very important. You know, there are highlights in your life. You know, there's when you first are a two-digit person, you know, when you become 10, have a grandson, 10, it's very important. And then there's, you know, 13. And then 16 is really big, and 18 and 21, and after that, 30. That's about the most important one, and then there's, you know, the others. Well, I had one pass that. This one coming up is important because I finally get to do something that I'm betting none of you get to do. I'm going to be drawing Social Security. Thank you very much. Yeah, and I want all of you to keep working, okay, because I have needs. Okay? But there are some things about getting older that you may not be aware of. Your clothing, you have to, you know, there are things about your clothing that you have to stop and think about twice. Women start out sorry, I got distracted. Does it raise up? How's this happen? Somehow. Oh, cool. Okay, so I use my mouth and my hands. I know all that stuff. I know stuff you haven't even thought of yet. But anyway,
People love to hear that.
so women, when they start out as teenagers, they learn to, you know, put on bras, and it's ridiculous. We did this number, and if you get tired of that, start in the front, whip it all around. But I am old enough now that I don't have to do that anymore. When I do wear a bra, which I did tonight, just for y'all, okay, because I don't scare anybody. When I do, I don't have to unhook it anymore. I just slide it around. And my granddaughter told me to start wearing sports bras because they're so comfortable, and she's right, they're really comfortable. I don't know why we didn't invent those things, you know, my generation, long ago. But the problem with them is that, well, I'm not worried about that. Everything about me is smashable. But if you raise up your arms, you know, I'm not going to do that very many times because I'll have to get back where it belongs. Without solid something to block it, whatever you call that, I forgot that word, but without something to prevent this elastic thing here from sliding, there has to be a firm something there to block it. And I am old now, and it just right up under my arms. I mean, in a hurry. Yeah, it's really a little uncomfortable. Not too much, because, you know, it doesn't really matter. I can't really feel it. You know, when you're young, you feel everything that touches them. But I don't even know that we're having sex sometimes, and for quite a while, because no feeling.
Hey, Doris!
I get men. Men have this thing about flicking. What is that? This is exciting. Flick. I tried it on my husband. He didn't like it. The one of his little titties I was flicking either. honest, I have married every man that I had sex with since I turned 18. Before that is none of your damn business. Because I told y'all before, I grew up in Europe. No said. It was the 60s. And you know what amazes me about young people? You think we don't know anything about what you know about. It was the 60s. Who do you think made all that stuff popular that you now think is private property? No. Yeah, drop on the house there, we'll, something. But I have to say that it probably surprises you. I know it surprises my grandkids. And y'all are about the age of my grandkids. I'm serious, most of you probably are. I know he is. I know Dominic is, so you know, I think
We need a floodlight. Need a floodlight. Hey, you see that light?
Oh, okay. She doesn't want me to get too deep into this subject. So I'm going to go now